The first thing you want to address is to make sure that the rubber gasket is fully aligned with the top of the lid and underneath the phalanges. The rubber gasket is the component that actually allows you to build pressure. It's what prevents any steam from escaping, and it's the steam that will build the pressure. When cooking with hard containers such as sous vide bags, mason jars, turkey bags, it's important to create a separation between that container and the bottom of the cooker. In this case, we put a trivet, and the trivet is something that comes typically with your pressure cooker, and it will protect the mason jar or the bag from sticking to the bottom of the pot and eventually exploding. When pressure cooking with mason jars, it's important not to create a full seal. One tip to safely do this is to fully tighten the lid and then unscrew it 1/4 turn. You then need to pour water at least 1/4 up the side of the mason jar. The water is essential to creating pressure because it is the steam that will build the pressure against the lid. Place the mason jar on the trivet. Make sure that the lid is fully aligned with the handle on the pressure cooker. One of the most important factors required is to monitor the pressure constantly. We typically prescribe 15 psi as full pressure. When we say cook at full pressure for an hour, that means making sure that the pressure is preserved throughout that hour. Otherwise, the recipe may be undercooked if you were underpressurized, or overcooked if you overpressurize. Once you've cooked the food for the prescribed amount of time, you will want to release the pressure. One great trick is to run cold water over the lid. This will exponentially speed up the depressurizing process and will only take about 30 to 40 seconds. Still, even if the safety valve seems to indicate that there is no longer any pressure within the chamber, you will want to make sure there should be absolutely no resistance. If there is, then there is still pressure in the cooker. When the lid slides away easily, simply remove it. To safely remove the mason jar from the cooker, certainly do not grab it with your bare hands. The jar itself will be at least 225 Fahrenheit and will burn you very quickly. The best method is by using these specific rubber tongs that delineate the shape of the mason jar perfectly. Here we've chosen our garlic confit recipe from Modernist Cuisine. As you can see, the garlic has gone from a pale white to this beautiful amber brown. The interaction of the natural sugars from the garlic and the high temperature in the pressure cooker have allowed us to create these wonderful caramelized notes that have tempered that harshness that we typically associate with raw garlic.